Hello everyone, this is Ep121 and welcome to episode 121 of Ep120's Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode series, where I am delving into the Eldritch. It's a little bit warping level taboo. That's new. I don't remember that being up there. That's cool. So remember like a while ago, and I don't even remember when it was, but somewhere along the line, and I've had it in here forever. Where did it go? Where did the book go? Where did the book go? I had a Crimson Cultist book. It was literally in here a minute ago. Did it disappear when I right-clicked it? It might have disappeared when I right-clicked it. I don't even know. You know what? It might have been used when I did this. Yeah, unlocking this guy might use it. Remember I had that Crimson Rites book? I found it forever ago. I don't even remember when, right? But I remember saying like, ooh, I'm going to need this. Let's put it away. So I put it in here. Between episodes, I right-clicked it. And then I completed this chapter, and it unlocked it, delving into the Eldritch. So I need to examine something native to the void. What's that mean? Examine something native to the void. Interesting. Interesting. I'm thinking that might be one of those Thaumcrafty tear things, which we want to do away from our base, right? Like, I feel like, go away. Go away, base. Go away from base. Examine something native to the void. So let's see. So I think I need to do a little bit more research here. So I'm going to do that. Like I said, I was going to do research off camera, and then I kind of didn't. So, if I put you near this thing, are you going to give me a boost on that? It would be cool if you did, but I don't see it. I was hoping the focal manipulator would like... Oh, there it is. Okay, now you're recognizing it. Cool. I don't like you actually being there, though. Like, what's the range on this thing giving me a boost? Nope. I think it has to be on the same plane, it looks like. What if you're over there? Nope, still no boost. Sorry, fancy building. Can't be helped. Alright. Doing some oromancy stuff. Artifice. So which one do I need here? I'm going to do most of this off camera, right? But I need oromancy, not artifice, right? So let's oromancy. Tenebrae. I need a crystal of Tenebrae. Yay, I have one. Okay. I'm going to do this off camera. We'll be back. Oromancy complete. I want the recharge pedestal. I might need the V amulet. It needs 2 oromancies. All right. Back to work. Let's also not forget that we have preserved curiosities. This might get me some stuff. Doesn't that give me... I have one theory of oromancy. Did that help at all? I guess it did, because I'm able to complete this now. Nice. Alright, cool. And I probably want one of these, too. Because that's a nice thing to have. That workbench charger is definitely a nice thing to have. Missing required research. So I need gunpowder, ink sac, and glowstone. Gunpowder, ink sac. I'm not entirely sure what exactly I need to do. Do I need to make those? Ugh. Can I do that? Maybe you've got the things you need. Doesn't sugarcane have water on it? It kind of does. That should be cool now. And census. Isn't that like any die has census on it? I can't believe I still remember some of the Thaumcrafty stuff. Like, that's pretty crazy to me that I still remember that. You may not have a jar, though. Yeah, I think we're short on jars. Water jar is just glass panes and any slab of wood. 5 sound like a good number? Sure. And you guys go away for a minute. It should be totally cool to just load it up. You've got a place to go now, Mr. Census? There you go. There you go. Alright, back to more researching stuff. I'll be back. I'm just gonna work on this a little bit. Cool. Be right back. Oh, I randomly got research completed flux. So that's cool. I unlocked flux somewhere. Ah, nice. Let the flux build. Alright, that's our next goal as well, it looks like. And what are you waiting on? Some Perdicio? I want to say cobblestone has that, doesn't it? A bit, but not in a large amount. Where's Terra? That would be you. Let's upgrade you to a void jar. So I can throw a bit of cobblestone in here and not worry. Cool. So we definitely need to let the flux build somewhere. What I'm probably going to do is make a crucible, right? So like, let's make a cauldron real quick. So we can make another crucible, right? I'm pretty sure we have some nitor hanging around as well. Good, we do. Water bucket. I think we got a reservoir, don't we? Of water. Nice. And then we have some Salus Mundus. Good. Magic. Love it. Love it. So cool. Alright, did you dupe all the things, please? Does that mean we're happy down here, Mr. Researcher? Alright. So, that'd be done there. We might need to let the flux build before we can get much further. But we've got arcane infusion here, right? Infusion boosting. Yeah, I don't know at what point we need to, or where we need to get this unlocked. But I think our next goal should be letting the flux build. So we're going to want something with copious amounts. Do you have... Oh, you don't actually. Okay. How about you? Do you have things? You do. How about you? Do you have things? You do not. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go somewhere far-ish away where we can let the flux build. Right? So here's the flux in this area. We want to be far-ish away from our base. In before everyone says, Dyer, that's not far enough. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Stop worrying. I'm a little worried. Yep, we let the flux build all right. Did I literally put this on a chunk boundary? I literally put it on the corner of a chunk. Dyer, please. To be fair, who's considering that? Put away some stuff from last episode. And some stuff from this episode, to be fair. And hide the chunk boundaries. Okay, cool. Nope, I don't want you to be dropped in there. That would not be cool. Alright, so that was a healthy amount of flux, right? Should we do it again? And then we're letting the flux build. Come on, flux. Look at it go. Oh, that's dangerous. It's dangerous levels of flux. That's a bad time for everybody. We should all be very nervous right now. Hey, look, we did it. We did the thing. Look. I learned something new. I did the thing. All right, you can go away now. We did it. We caused a flux tear. A tear in the fabric of space-time. We done the thing. We learned something new by scanning you. And we let the flux grow. Did we complete that? Hopefully. Complete! Nice! Note to self, do not let the flux build. It's bad. Very, very bad. Whoops! Terrible, please. It causes a fabric tear in the magic itself, so that's not good. The flux escapes through this tear, but usually raw chaotic magic spills through. We should look into ways to neutralize the flux. Now, can I do this yet? Examine something native to the void. I did that. I examined something native to the void. Look, that's native to the void, isn't it? Alright. So we have a flux tear, which is cool. Good times. Everything's safe. There's no crisis here. Everybody's safe. That's cool, though. Let's get our gadget. Does that seem reasonable? Yeah, so he's gonna break any blocks that we try to place there, which is fine. That's his prerogative, the way he exists. So he might spill out items, but we still have to examine something native to the void to unlock delving into the Eldritch. But there should be a way. From what I understand, the way this works is there's research that we will eventually unlock that allows us to close this rift. And in so closing, we will get void seeds, which we can use to make void metal, which is what we need for our next thing. Alright, so I'm gonna hang out here for a few minutes. Clearly magic and stuff is happening, which is cool. This also eats the... If we look at the flux, it eats the flux, and the flux escapes through this Eldritch band of mana magicalness, which is definitely one of the coolest things in modded Minecraft. Like, that is awesome looking. Right? Like, how amazing is that rendering and all? Anyway, let me do a little bit of research around what needs to be done next, and I'll be right back. I don't wish to alarm anyone, but I think the rift is growing as it eats the flux, because that block is growing all by itself. Oh, hey, flux rifts! Okay, so that's cool. Research completed flux rifts, so that's good. That's another thing. But you still don't think I've examined something native to the void. But flux rifts unlocked here. Where's crystal clusters at? I might need that one. Based on what I've been reading a little bit. Where's crystal clusters gonna be at? There we go, I figured it out. I had to scan one of those crystal clusters in world. Right? Upon doing that, I got the crystal farming research, and once I completed that, it unlocked the battery, and once I unlocked that, I've now got flux cleanup and closing rifts. And I'm going to do closing rifts first, right? Causality collapser. This thing's going to close that rift. Cool. And then flux cleanup. That needs a couple oromancy. Alright. Yeah, that one I remember doesn't do much, but Causality Collapser is what we want. And that'll get me Void Seeds, I think. Right? So for this, we're going to need a Morphic Resonator. We're going to need some Elementum and Nitor. And a V Resonator. So for that, we need some plates. Right? We're going to need some quartz. And that should get me some stuff. Right, and then we're going to need the Morphic Resonator, which is going to be some rare earth and some brass plates. Brass plates can be made in the metal press with alchemical brass, right? Yeah. Should I set that recipe up? It might not be a bad idea. Brass plate. And hopefully we have a slot for plates. Yeah, I think we do. Does the compactor do it as well? It does. So we'll do the compactor plate recipe. Give me like 10 of them. Thanks, Chief. And then rare earths, which we should have lots of, to be fair. Because we've made a lot of them. Remember every time we like vein mine a giant area? Thaumcraft, please. And then some glass panes, right? And then morphic resonators. Cool. I kind of want more of those. You know what I should do? Is I should make this thing. So it's just 2 great wood planks and 2 iron. Where's that goofy thing? I forget what it's called already. I want that thing. Where are you at? Where are you at, thing? There it is. Cool. 190 feet. I might need to move you. How's my... Yeah, this chunk's a little bit low. This has 108. What's that sparkling? I've learned something new. Hooray for learning stuff that's new. But yeah, we need like a decent amount of... Once we make this, it can pull V from adjacent chunks, which means that it's easier to get what I need. This looks like a good spot. Let's put it there. You come with me, buddy. Okay, you're gonna be... I'm gonna do the craft in this chunk, which just has a naturally high amount of V. And and then this guy, that should be craftable. And then you all come with me. We're going back into our Thaumcraft area. If I'm not mistaken, this, right? So see how much V is there now, right? Available is 95. I pop that dude on top, and it goes to 1254 because it's pulling from the adjacent chunks now. So that's way better, right? So now I can make all these that I want. Sweet. All right. So the morphic resonators, check. We're going to need blocks of redstone and TNT. Give me a few. I'm going to probably want a few of these. Blocks of redstone. And we're also going to want to stabilize this altar a little bit more than it's already been done. Because I think we have, like, literally no stabilization around it, which is, of course, terrible. Part of me's wondering... Did I ever make that caster gauntlet thing? Isn't that what I need to right-click it with? Yeah, I do. I have one of those. Cool. Haha. That's apparently a quest complete. Very stable. 0.179 gain per cycle. Alright, so do we want candles? I think we want candles. Thaumcraft candles, though. Which needs some tallow, which I'm pretty sure is zombie flesh? Yeah. That. Cool. And you should have plenty of fire, because we threw a bunch of blaze at you, didn't I, the other day? Yeah. But you could probably use a little bit more, unless there's more fire around here somewhere. That's always possible. Nope, you're hurting a little bit. Do you have fire? You do. You have a healthy amount of fire, too. Okay, so candles. Because this is a pretty serious business. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to want the same on the opposite end. Very stable. So if I just put like that here, you're going to tell me that you're not stable or what? 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Why do I feel like this is weird? Ah, because you should be here. That's better. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right, so that should be nice and stable. We might want some more heads. So like we happen to have a few of these guys. We should have some skulls as well around it. How's that sound? Smart. And hopefully this will add to the stability of this infusion, because this infusion is serious business, right? Like no joke infusion time. I feel like the rotation of the heads mattered at some point. Doesn't that seem cool? I like that idea. I guess we'll just see how stable it is, right? And if it's good enough. All right, so to make this thing that we want to make, right, I wouldn't mind having a few more of you. I want to have enough to make a few, right? So we've got 2 niter, 2 alumentum. Which, do we have alumentum? No, but it's just coal. Which, wow, we are surprisingly low on. Not surprisingly low on, let's be honest. I'm doing a bad job of automating my coal production. Alright. Alright, so the way it goes is 2 nitor, 2 elementum, 2 redstone. 2 nitor, which I think we have a little bit more nitor, but we're probably going to want some more of. Yeah, we want more of that, right? That's just glowstone in there. I'm just going to swap you out and make you that. No, not that, that. Okay. Cool. Makes it faster. Just gotta know which block to take accelerate. Good times are being had by all. Okay, so that's enough for a few things, right? So we're gonna do 2 nitor, and we want to have extras, remember, because things can go bad. 2 alumentum, 2 redstone, and then a morphic and a V, right? Is that accurate? Right, morphic and a V resonator, and then just TNT in the middle. And then we obviously don't want to forget about this stuff, right? So we're going to need a lot of that and a lot of something else. So what is it do we need a lot of? We need a lot of alienus and a lot of vitium. Alienus I know is ender pearls, right? So we're going to get a lot of alienus from that, and modus apparently. So that should get us a healthy amount of alienus. Okay. Vitium, though. What do we know that has vitium on it? That can be found on... What do we know that'll have vitium on it that's not like already voidy, right? Already void type stuff. Mycelium. I should have some mycelium, right? Mycelium should work. Some of those dolls, they have one as well, but mycelium feels like a good move to me, right? Because I should have some of that. Yeah, I do. Wow, sir, you have a lot of work to do. Time in a bottle. We getting pretty close? I think we're getting pretty close. Let's put away these skulls for a minute. And this ender pearl. And you can go in there and do your thing. Because you've got vitium going on. Modus bottle definitely needs to be voiding. Okay. And getting there. Terra, I think, already is voiding, right? I want to keep the things on my hotbar that I know I'm going to need. So there goes the Vidium. Where are you going, buddy? So you go back there? Okay, cool. That works. 27. So let's keep an eye on that Vitium because we want to know how much we're going to have. I feel like we didn't get as much as I had hoped. So you're voiding a little bit because that's fine, right? You do your thing, which this guy might need. We might look into other options eventually for more. Oh, look, there you go. Cool, good job, buddy. That's right, I have another one of those back there. I forgot all about that. Right, so how much total of this stuff did we need? We need 50. So we should be good now, right? We've got definitely 50 Vitium. Right, I'm going to let you handle just a little bit more mycelium, which shouldn't be a problem. And I think we're good to craft this. You all want to cross your fingers and see how we make out? Very stable. And he's pulling in that stuff. 0 to 1.6 loss per cycle. 0.56 gain per cycle. So he's still stable. He's going into the unstable realm. But he's pulling in the items that we need now. And I haven't seen any negative effects. We did it. We did it. Mission complete. What's up? Look at that. We've got a causality collapser. Let's go collapse a causality, shall we? Unless it collapsed by itself already, which does happen. Where am I? Oh, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I'm lost in my own museum. What's happening here? This is the direction we want to go. So these things can collapse on their own. Which actually, it looks like it did happen. Which is kind of a bummer. I should have put up a ranged collector here, because he might have dropped void seeds. But I think what we can just do is get another stack of cobble, compressed cobble, and get this guy cooking. That's a bummer. I didn't think he would collapse that quickly. Usually it takes a lot longer to collapse. I think we just got, depending on how you want to look at it, lucky or unlucky. Right? So, hey, look, there's another one. Huzzah! All right. So now this thing, the causality collapser, do I right-click it? Hey, look at that. Booyah. And we got void seeds. Woot! And another another one has already appeared. Right. So let's real quick make another one of those, shall we? I think we can. We just need a little bit more Vitium. Right. So I think we should scan you. We learn something new every day. Or at least we try to. Alright, so the TNT, boom. We're going to want you. We want these guys ready to go in case anything goes wrong, right? So 2 of these. 1, 2. 1, 2. We're going to need redstone blocks. 1, 2. And we need this and this. And then we just want to validate that we have enough Vitium. We're at 39 Vitium, so we need more mycelium. Which, there's ways to make it with, I might want to do that. Metallurgic infuser, sludge rehydrator. There's ways to make it. This thing is this thing running even? The void resource miner? He actually is, I think, running. Yeah. What's another resource for Vitium? Because I'd really like to have a little bit more of you. Carbonite has some. Yeah, I don't think we can make that really. Not without borer essence. Alright. What else has Vitium? We could always go to the Twilight Forest and have some fun with that, right? Twisted Curiosity, Bottle of Taint. That's another one. And then lots of void metal things. Will of Kirill. That's interesting. That's a Britannia thing. Spawn Seeker? Spawner Seeker? That doesn't look hard to make. Is that because it has... It does. It's because it has... You know what? Netherwort might be a good way to go. Because that doesn't have too much other stuff on it. I think Netherwort's going to be the way to go for this. I'll call that good. And that should be sufficient with Vitium, right? I like it. Alright, craft. So, like, this thing's relatively stable. I like that. Alright, we just need to keep an eye on the altar and make sure that he doesn't go too crazy. And then we can shut down another rift, which would be nice. Right, still stable. And if anything gets knocked off, then we're ready to replace it, right? I think we're cool. So these recipes ain't too bad. Alright, let's go close another rift, shall we? So over here, we throw the bomb. I've gained temporary warp, but we got 5 more seeds. Nice. Dudes. That's what's up. That ain't terrible at all. Makes a little bit of a mess. There's a better way to do it, though. I believe there's a better way to do it. There's something like that'll siphon the seeds off the void rather than destroy it immediately. And I think we might be able to do that soon. So how about we wrap up the episode here? But I do want to check my book just to see what's up, right? I need a file of Vitium and a little bit more Oromancy, and that might... I'm hoping that... Hey, good, we did this. Delving into the Eldritch. That should unlock the Eldritch tab. Void Seeds. Cool. Void Siphon. That's what we want. A Void Siphon that slowly leeches energy from nearby rifts. This leached energy will slowly form Void Seeds. The larger the rift is, the quicker the process occurs. Unfortunately, this is not without consequence for the rift itself. The rift will become increasingly unstable and will slowly shrink as its energy is leached away. A resonance signal will disable the Void Siphon. So, a Void Siphon, I think, is our next thing to make. But that doesn't look like a very hard recipe. We just need a void metal block, which we now officially have enough void seeds to get, right? Because void metal is just a void seed with metallum and Vitium. So we can totally do that, right? Like, we should literally be able to make a void seed into a void metal right now with plenty of metallum and Vitium, right? Cool. So we shouldn't need any more of these morphic resonator components, right? Or the candles or any of that stuff, because I think we're pretty cool with everything there, right? Did I put my void seeds? No, I put them in here, didn't I? So we need a void metal block, but we officially have enough for that, right? Look, void metal. Woot! Officially void metalled. Officially void metalled. What's up? I'm excited about that. All right. Very excited, very happy, very pleased with our status and progress. What I'm going to do is wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time. We'll make a void metal block so that we can make a void siphon. We'll make another void thingy. We'll get all this stuff. We'll craft it. And then we should be cool. And I'm super hyped because I think this is totally doable. And then once we have the void siphon, we can get more void seeds. And then once we have more void seeds, what we're going to want to do is turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 void metal blocks. So we're going to need a lot of void seeds. But once we get that many, we'll have access to void metal seeds, which will get us, you know, void metal essence, which will make us void metal, which Do I need that for a lot of things? I need it for this thing for sure. We need it for the creative essence, which I'm not 100% sure what that does. The essence of infinite creativity, right? So this is any tier 6, block of Insanium, block of base essence, block of Insanium essence. And this gets me... So I've got everything I need now, technically, to make a creative essence, which I'm not sure what that does. Is there anything else I really need void metal for, like in large quantities? Because now the question is, do we want to get the seeds or not? Like, we have a way to get a bunch of void metal. Do we want to spend even more of it on seeds? Like, are we ever going to need more than 8 blocks of void metal, right? Because if the answer is no, it's not worth making the seeds. If the answer is yes, then we do need the seeds, right? Does that make sense? So it has Vitium on it, so that's cool. But so does Nether Wart, so there's that. So I don't see a lot of need for void metal. How about for void metal ingots? Void metal blocks? Not really. You are needed for the Awakened Activation Crystal for more powerful rituals, but that's not a big deal. Otherwise, I don't see a lot of need for this. So I don't know if I'm going to do the Void Seeds or not. We'll see. I definitely want the Siphon. We'll do that next episode. But we may decide that we don't need the seed, or we don't need the Void Metal Seeds. And we'll just keep making some Void Seeds from the Siphon. Which... Wait, what? Void Seed? How did I not see that recipe before? I was looking all over the place. That's funny. Well, we want to do Void Siphons anyway, because they're cool. So we're going to do it anyway. But I totally missed that recipe. I'm sure you guys were yelling at me all episode. Oh well, that's okay. Tyrell20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.